from the city of Golden Friendship. Go ahead, Cong Rufus.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, distinguished colleagues, valued resource persons. Maing buntag. The Republic Act 12316 was approved on March 25 and published by the official gazette on the same day. Therefore, it would have been effective on April 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 5 days, Mr. Chairman. This should have already been first recommended by DBCC, the Energy Department, and the President, Chair, already suspended. He has all the powers granted by Congress. And we are saying that any delay, Mr. Chairman, will make our people suffer, especially the transport sectors and everybody, because of the rise of commodity prices. So I'd like to know, did we not consider this, DOE, DBCC, and the Office of the President, that we are already 5 days not yet suspended when it could have been done April 9 for our people, Mr. Chairman?
Mr. Chair. Wala eh.
Go ahead, please.
First, the DOE, the DBCC, and the Office of the President. We are holding all of you accountable for the suffering of the Filipino people, which is now 5 days. Can you imagine lifting 3 pesos LPG, lifting gasoline? Gasoline now is 160 to 170 per liter. I mean, diesel, 160 to 70. 110 to 120 gasoline. May we know?
Yusek Sales, please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chair, the DOE has submitted their recommendation on the suspension of the excise tax. We had meetings at the Office of the Executive Secretary since 1.5 weeks ago, sir. 1 week ago.
Mr. Chair.
Can we hear first from any representative from the DBCC? The DOF sits as the chairman of the DBCC. Go ahead, Yusek.
Your Honor, the DBCC has already submitted the recommendation even before the effectivity of the law to the Office of the President.
Mr. Chairman, so therefore you are saying that the President is at fault why we still don't have this suspension. 5 days now, Mr. Chairman. DBCC, Energy.
Can you answer that question, Yusek? Go ahead. Can you state, I cannot read your name, Yusek, my apologies. Ligon, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Rolando Ligon po.
When did the law become effective?
April 9 po. Then, just to ano lang po, sir, DBM, DBCC is chaired by the DBM, not by DOF.
Do we have a representative from DBM? Who is from the DBM here, please? Yes, go ahead, ma'am. State your name for the record.
Yes, good morning. I'm Marianne De La Vega, and I represent the DBM in behalf of Acting Secretary.
Yusek De La Vega, correct? Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yeah, Mr. Chair, we have already provided the recommendation to the Office of the President as far as the DBCC is concerned. I think that was 2 weeks ago.
So what is happening, ma'am?
Mr. Chair, we will abide by what's the final decision of the Office of the President, because we have already given the scenarios as well as the options that can be adopted as far as the suspension of the excise tax is concerned.
Would you know when the announcement is going to be made?
We are not privy to that, Mr. Chair.
Informally, what do you hear? I mean, you're working in those circles, so what is the impression that we get?
Mr. Chair, based on the last meeting last week, the President is supposed to make the announcement within this week.
Go ahead, Cong Rufus.
Next question. On biofuels. We have already the Congress, through our very energetic Ways and Means Chairman, Congressman Chairman Miro, already approved House Bill 8469, amending the Biofuels Act of 2006, which would mean, and this is now in the uplift also, that this will allow the importation, one-year importation of biofuel components, bioethanol, and biodiesel if blended gasoline or diesel prices exceed pure fuels in the Philippines by at least 5%. May we know what is the action now of DOE on this? Is there any action? Because the Senate is at fault here. It has not acted on this, correct?
Well, Mr. Chair, under the present law, there's no allowance to import the biodiesel. We should use only indigenous feedstock in the biodiesel production. In the ethanol side, there's allowance if the domestic supply is insufficient, then importation is allowed for the ethanol side.
And what is the problem? There is no bill yet to be signed by the President because of the Senate. Let me tell you that practically Indonesia is using biofuels. And it's very cheap there. Very much cheaper than what we have here. And so therefore, according to our bill of the House, the ever-active House of Representatives, it provides that the President, upon the recommendation of the NBB and the DOE, may suspend the mandatory use of locally sourced biofuels through an executive order for a period not longer than 1 year if the prices for blended gasoline and or diesel engine fuels are at least 5% higher compared to pure gasoline and or diesel fuels. Have you not recommended to the Senate to be able to act on this?
I think the recommendation of DOE was to allow the importation of for a limited period with the price subject to pricing consideration.
Because Indonesian biofuels is very, very cheap compared to ours, and it could help in our mix. I would agree, Mr. Chairman, that the President calls now a special session because Senate has failed to enact this bill on biofuels. It can help so much in our mix to lessen the price of our fuel in the Philippines. Last point, Mr. Chairman. We are now at 3:44, 3 minutes and 48 seconds. My last point is this, to the DepDep. I saw the uplift program here. There is no recommendation on lowering the expanded value-added tax by 2%. We are now thinking on how to be able, at least at this time, help our people. We are helping our people through ayuda. Congressman Rufus asked the SWD, our Secretary Rex, 3,000 for all the transport sector, habal-habal, motorela, taxi, bao-bao, jeepney, and buses. 3,000, then 5,000 from the DSW itself, and the city government, 2,000. This will not go too far to help our people, but if we also recommend that we just lessen the expanded, get the expanded out of VAT to become 10%, we can help our people at this time only until 80 pesos, until the price of barrel is $80 and below. May we know the answer, Mr. Chairman? From the DepDep.
Can
And
we hear
from the
from,
DOE.
go ahead, Yusek Capuno.
Yes, we are carefully balancing the needs of the government to raise revenues and provide assistance to our people. So we favor, DepDep is favoring targeted subsidies rather than uniform reduction in VAT that will benefit undoubtedly not only the vulnerable segment of our population, but everybody else. But that will lose the ability of the government to raise a lot of revenues needed to support those subsidies, Mr. Chair. So we are in that situation right now. Targeted subsidies rather than uniform reduction in taxes that will compromise our ability to raise revenues to support those subsidies.
Very disappointed, Mr. Chairman, because we need to already address the pressing problems of our people because of this emergency, energy emergency. So just go back to 10%. And then when everything will go normalized below $80 per barrel, then we resume the EVAT. But now, VAT lang muna. Now, we know the answer, Mr. Chairman of the Department of, who else would like to answer?
Can we hear as a last from Yusek Ligon? Are you in fact even considering something that we raised at the last hearing? At the very least, a suspension of the VAT on petroleum. Is that something that the DOF is open to discuss or decide on?
Your Honor, we have actually studied we're studying the of doing removing the value-added tax or reducing it to a lesser rate to alleviate the yung mga paghihirap ng ating kababayan. Unfortunately po, right now we want to manage the 2 trillion deficit, program deficit for 2026, and the effect of removing the value-added tax on petroleum products is around 120 billion pesos. So we're trying to manage our program deficit. Kaya po medyo nahihirapan po kaming i-consider po. So actually po,
Rufus, please wrap up. Go ahead with your last question.
This will now be an appeal, Mr. President. Mr. Chairman, we appeal to the President to immediately, today, suspend the excise tax on petroleum products. Secondly, we also propose that there will be a suspension on the VAT on petroleum to lessen it from 12 to 10. Yan lang. Just that. So not to remove it, just suspending, just reducing from 12 to 10. And finally, Mr. Chairman, that we have a joint session because this will result to the Bayanihan 3. We have Bayanihan 1, Bayanihan to heal as one, Bayanihan, that's Bayanihan 1, Bayanihan 2 during the COVID-19, Bayanihan 2, Bayanihan to recover as one, and now we need more legislation to be able to address the present problem facing us, which will be there, I think, for the next 3 to 6 months. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chair.